Today I present to you a rating of the 10 most reliable used cars. This time, the top was made up of the British from What Car. The journalists interviewed more than 18,000 car owners, who gave all the details about their cars, including the problems they had to face. The sample covered models aged 4 to 10 years. Immediately, I note an interesting but expected detail: 7 out of 10 places were taken by representatives of the Japanese automobile industry. And Southwest in 10th place is the Volkswagen Touareg, unexpectedly, really. The car was produced from 2010 to 2018, this is the second generation of the model. This is a heavy and rather expensive car to repair, but there are practically no complaints. Before purchasing, think 3 times, calculate possible problems and correctly budget for maintenance, which will be very problematic to do, since some expensive breakdowns are unpredictable. Next on the list is the Honda Jazz 2. Only 3% of Jazz owners reported a problem with their car. The only problem was sat nav, but it's easy to fix. A used Honda Jazz is far from the cheapest car on the secondary market. But in return, you will get a spacious, functional, reliable, and easy-to-use compact that will not rapidly fall in price and will quickly find its new owner upon resale. On the 8th position we had Honda CR-V 4. A car is a reliable and practical option, even as it gets older. If you draw a line with various competitors in a niche, then the Japanese looks a little detached against their background. There are only 2 engines in the line, the clearance is lower than that of many cars, an archaic and peculiar design, unlike anyone else. Yes, and consumption, with traction, is not fantastic. But the superiority of the Honda CR-V is obvious, it is its reliability. In addition to everything, low theft. 7th place Honda Civic 9th generation. While the previous Civic never had a significant impact on sales compared to the big players in its market, VW Golf and Ford Focus, What Car, indicate that this is an incredibly reliable car, especially in the diesel version. Honda Civic 9 can be recommended with a clear conscience. It looks good, has a reliable chassis and, importantly, is durable. The owner can count on practicality. Flaws? There aren't many of them. First of all, it is high cost. Genuine parts are certainly not cheap. 6th on the list was the 3rd generation Lexus RX. Lexus has always made very reliable cars and this generation RX is no exception. A very comfortable and luxurious SUV that is ideal for long journeys, but does not accept sharp bends in roads and rough terrain. German competitors are more versatile and sporty, but only Lexus gets to the finish line with minimal financial losses for the owner. Seat Leon of the 3rd generation settled in 5th place. This is the reliable Spaniard and one of the most beloved used cars in the family hatchback class in Britain. The 3rd generation Seat Leon is built on the Volkswagen MQB modular platform, on which a number of concerned models are based: Audi A3, TT, Q2, Skoda Octavia, Superb, VW Golf 7, Jetta, Tiguan, Seat Ateca, etc. In general, no problems with spare parts. A little did not reach the top 3 Mitsubishi ASX. As the survey showed, this is a very well assembled car. Mitsubishi has learned to make not only cool SUVs, but also good crossovers. There are no serious claims to ASX reliability. And frequent failures will not upset even second-hand copies of it. It will attract buyers with its moderate cost, attractive design, ergonomic suspension, and good all-terrain qualities. Place number 3, quite unexpectedly for me, was taken by the Audi Q3. Audi Q3 in terms of reliability turned out to be much more successful than the older brothers of the Q series, which makes it more attractive for second-hand purchases. Gasoline versions of the Audi Q3 had fewer faults than their diesel counterparts, 16% versus 28%. There were also some complaints about the brakes, engine and electrics. Repairs are expensive, but in general, this is a very solid car. At the same time, you should avoid cars with unconfirmed after-sales service and collective farm chip tuning. The second in the ranking was again a Japanese and again a Lexus, namely CT. The hybrid Lexus impressed journalists so much that they directly advised those who need a car for long trips to buy it. economical, environmentally friendly, and most importantly reliable. The Lexus CT isn't the type to captivate with style or practicality, but when it comes to reliability, there's nothing to complain about. This is one of the most reliable cars in its class. Well, the first place, of course, is occupied by Toyota. The third-generation Yaris is a small car that proved to be impeccably reliable. None of the car owners interviewed complained about it. Generally, there is nothing more to add. In general, it will be interesting what you think about the rating of British journalists. That's all for me. Thank you all for your attention. I will be very grateful to you if you subscribe to the channel. See you soon.